What's up guys, this is Hank with Oregon Off-Road, and today we're doing an installation and review video on the Kemimoto upper doors for the Polaris RZR Pro XP. Let's get to the install. Okay, so on the inside you have two different types of attachment points. One is basically just your Velcro with an adhesive, and then you have these loops that go around your cage, just like so. You're gonna wrap it around and then feed it back through this little loop, and then attach itself back to itself, I guess, on the Velcro. Keep in mind when you are attaching these loops to the cage to do it lightly, because as we learned on the driver's side, if you do it too tight, you can't really finagle with it to get it where you want for when you're going to apply the adhesive. Okay, so now we got all the straps on nice and loose like we said. Now we're gonna pull it tight, get it right where we want it, and then go through with the adhesive and attach that. Just like so, and now we'll go around the whole car, or at least on this side, and do all the adhesives on here. The nice thing about applying this adhesive is that once you get the Velcro on there, you can just pull it back like that and do the next part. All right, so now we got all the adhesive on, just like so. You can see the other end of the Velcro is sticking. It goes on, comes off just like that. Now we're gonna go back around to all these straps and retighten them. Alrighty, so we just finished the installation, super quick, took us about 20 minutes with two people. As you can see, there's two configurations for the windows. This is the fully closed version, and then we have the fully open version as well. I'll let you guys know which one we like better. We're going out ripping this weekend, and we'll get to test them both out. So stay tuned for that, because it's coming up next.
One eternity later.
Getting out is just that simple. All right guys, so we've been out here at Climb Butte in Central Oregon for the last little bit today. The weather's been kind of mid-tier, some hot, some cold parts. As you can see, it's a little cloudy right now. So I think we've ridden this thing long enough today to give you guys a decent review on these Kemimoto upper doors. I don't know, Grant, what do you think? You've ridden this thing quite a bit with and without them.
Yeah, for sure. I've been in a lot colder environments too. Today we're like just starting to get some rain, so hopefully we get to test out the water resistance of it. It's been, I don't know, the sun's been out, it's been hot. We took our jackets off and rolled the windows down, and then this storm's moving in, so we rolled them back up and got our jackets back on. I feel like honestly it's been a pretty good day to test them out. I've been impressed. Even with the windows rolled down and rolled up, this little like side guy right here directs a lot of the wind off you, and so it keeps the dust from just coming directly in. I feel like without the sides on there, if we were cruising behind Vinny and his Can-Am, and getting dusted out, I was used to just having the wind swirl in there, just swirl right around the windshield. And these guys are kind of like these little wing windows that help direct the air around it. I've been pretty happy with it. And then also, like they told me right off the bat that you were gonna have to unzip the window every damn time if you wanted to get out. And I was like, I thought that would be a pain in the butt, but it's not. Like these zippers are good quality zippers. It's, you get it going in one hand, comes right undone, and it's that simple. Opens right up. I just thought it was gonna be a pain in the butt, but I'm pretty stoked with them. I'd totally pay money for this.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I will add on to this little side window part right here too. As the driver, I'm always looking under my mirrors and always looking, you know, down this way towards the ground. And I will say that these provide like that nice window to be able to still see out of your mirrors and you know, look out to your left and your right and still have that vision. It's really nice that Kemimoto added these guys in instead of just making it this black part all the way through, and then this part just the main window. So thank you guys for doing that.
Oh yeah, if that was just solid, that would be a major blind spot. I feel like when we're going around corners, even as a passenger, I'm eyeballing. This is such like a crucial angle to see what's coming. If there wasn't a window there, that would be a make or break.
Yeah, big red flag, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the first point that I'm going to hit you guys with about these is the safety aspect. So obviously a big issue in side-by-sides is rolling, right? And everybody knows that it's pretty much a person's natural instinct that when you're going over, you're going to put your arm down to stop yourself. They have grab handles and whatnot, you know, and of course, if you're really strong, you can hold on to that and make sure that you don't naturally stick your arm out. I guess if you're mentally tough, you can make sure you don't do that. However, in these things, your arm's not coming out. I mean, if I'm rolling in this, like you can see how tough that is, how strong it holds you. There's no way that rolling, I'm gonna stick my arm straight through this and end up breaking it. So it does keep you pretty well contained in there. Second point that I'm gonna hit you guys with is the weather factor. So this is obviously a big selling point of these guys. And as you can see, it's just now starting to rain, and you're not gonna get wet in these, especially with the roof and then the windshield on there. Everything inside is gonna be dry. You're gonna be dry, your seats are gonna be dry. If you have clothes, food, drinks, a cooler, you know, whatever it may be, it's all gonna stay dry in there. It's all super well contained. And especially in the winter or fall, like the time of year we're in right now, it's gonna be super, super nice. It really holds all the heat in there too. That's where I think these things are really gonna shine. Like if you plan on doing snow wheeling, if you live in the Midwest or to Colorado, somewhere where you get a lot of snow, like we were driving this earlier, and I don't know, it's probably about 60 right now, maybe a little colder. But we were driving these things, and then me and Grant looked at each other, and I was like, dude, I am so hot, I gotta take this jacket off. So we did. We parked, hopped out, popped the jacket off, threw it in the trunk, hopped back in, and stayed nice and toasty. No like airflow from the front or the sides like there normally would be, without a windshield or the upper doors or roof or anything. Yeah, as far as weather's concerned, these things are gonna be great. And if you think it's gonna be too hot in the summer, that's where you just roll down the windows, baby. It's perfect.
Wish I would have had some doors.
So we're back at camp, as you can see, and I'll tell you right now, before I stepped out of the car, was perfectly dry. A little bit of sweat going on under here. It's nice and toasty in there. This guy's soaking wet. No windshield, no upper doors, nothing. So that's going to be the biggest difference that you're going to find with these. They're going to keep you dry. You're going to be nice and hot. I wouldn't say it's too cold right now, but it's definitely nice to have the. I guess it's a little chilly, but I would say it's nice to be nice and dry with these things. So with wrapping up the video, I'm just going to tell you about some things that I really like about them, some things I don't care for too much, and we'll call it a day. So what I do like, kind of just hit them both. You stay dry, you stay hot. If you live in a place where you know, you're going to be in cold weather, lots of snow, maybe rain like this, like we get in the Pacific Northwest, I would say these things are going to be great to purchase for you. If you're somewhere like, say, Utah, where it's probably not going to get that much rain, like southern Utah, close to the border, wherever, a place you don't get too much rain and you know, are usually pretty dry, these might not be perfect for you. But in case you want to buy them, and whenever it is hot, you know, you can just roll these down. You have to roll the windows down and you can see out of them and everything, get the airflow back, just like you had it with pretty much no windows on there. Things I don't like, number one's probably going to be just the reduced vision. It's probably just my main complaint, and it's not really that bad. Like I said before, it's probably about 80% of what you would normally get. You can still see out of them fine, but like Grant said, when you're going around a corner as a driver, there's a lot of times where I'm trying to look right down in this region right here to check my corners, watch the ruts and the rocks, make sure I'm not going to get a flat, you know. And It's a little more difficult to do with this whole section on right here. Although it is nice, like I said before, to have this section of the window that lets you see out of your mirrors. That is a plus that Kemimoto did do. Let's see, Grant, what do you think? You got any other parts to add?
No, that's basically it. I can't imagine, like we were talking about earlier, not having this window there. That would completely be a make or break for me. It definitely helps having it there. You got to be able to look out your mirrors. At least we're used to it. But it's not perfect. There's always going to be a compromise, like you were saying. If you want to be warm, if you want to go rip these things out in the snow, do some snow wheeling or something, like, completely worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say these are a must-have if you're going in the snow.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
picture a time where we'd be snow wheeling and I would have these down, unless it's like hot and sunny.
Right, and it's like, even if the sun does come out and you start heating up like we did earlier, rolling those windows up and like just stowing them away, not even 60 seconds. You roll it up real quick, a couple Velcro straps. It's really no big deal. It's not like a hassle like I expected it to be.
No, super good. I would say in conclusion, just the biggest thing to note is that if you're not a fan of the vision out the side, or say you do get too hot, it's just so nice being able to drop these this quick. And then you just roll them up, which takes another 20 seconds.
Yeah, super simple. And to give them credit, like, honestly, the side windows stayed way better than the windshield, albeit the windshield's taken all the dust that was sticking to it, but like, we had to stop and clean the windshield a couple of times, and these side windows did great.
Yeah, you could see out of them just like almost there's no water on them.
Yeah, it was super impressive.
But I think that's going to do it for our installation and review video of the Kemimoto upper doors. If you guys are interested in them, check out in the description. Kemimoto did give us a Oregon Off-Road link for you guys to use for a discount. So check that out if these do interest you. I will say one more time, if you live somewhere like cold, that's going to be snowy, rainy, personally I would buy them. So that's going to do it for us, guys. Have a good one. See you in the next one.